Hello everybody. Today's lesson will be in literature. We are going to deal with Laurence Sterne's novel, A Sentimental Journey. And the full title of this novel is A Sentimental Journey to France and Italy. Let's begin with stating a simple definition for the word novel. A novel is a long fictional narrative prose work of art or tale that presents a picture of real life. Its real beginning was in England in the 18th century through the works of Daniel Defoe, Jonathan Swift, Samuel Richardson, and Laurence Sterne. Laurence Sterne, born 1713 and died 1768. He was a clergyman and an Anglo-Irish novelist. His novels were centuries ahead of his time. He had a more lasting influence than any other author of the 18th century, particularly on Modernism and Post-Modernism writers. Actually, Laurence Sterne was a real innovator in every aspect: genre, technique, themes, characters, plot, and purpose. Let's start with the genre. A sentimental journey combines more than one genre or type. First, it may be regarded as a picaresque novel, a novel that depicts the adventures of an appealing hero. It has a realistic style, comic situations, and digressions. Second, it may also be considered a travel book, a book that is based on a journey made by the hero from one country to another. Third, it may also be considered an autobiographical novel, a novel that narrates the personal experiences of the author using the first-person point of view. Fourth, it may also be analyzed as a sentimental novel, a book that is based on sentimentalism, or the sentiments and emotions of the central character. Sentimentalism is the opposite of rationalism. A sentimental novel has sentimental characters, such as: Number 1. Yorick, the protagonist or the hero of our novel, who traveled from Dover in England to Calais in France. Number 2. La Fleur, Yorick's French servant. Yorick hired him only because he is sentimental like him. Number 3. Maria, a poor girl whose lover deserted her and her father died. So she became heartbroken and Yorick wanted to inquire after her. Number 2. Technique. Actually, Laurence Sterne was a real innovator in technique. Sterne used the technique of stream of consciousness in his novel A Sentimental Journey. It is a technique that is concerned with chronicling the mind and thoughts of the central character only, without paying any attention to the right temporal order, past, present, and future. So the author writes down whatever comes to his mind, regardless of order and time. For example, when Yorick, the representative of Laurence Sterne, was having his meal in England, he made a flashback and he remembered his last journey to France and the French order of the meal, which is completely different from the English order of meals. He said, "The order," said I, "this matter better in France." Moreover, Sterne also used the interior monologue technique in his novel A Sentimental Journey, as he was speaking to himself most of the time without actual articulation, in addition to his use for digressions and fragments. Themes. Laurence Sterne also tackled several innovative themes in his novel A Sentimental Journey, such as the theme of freedom and liberty, the theme of the relationship between love and sex, the theme of nature, but from a new and different perspective. Sterne was seeking the naked nature without any artificial ornaments, nature as created by God before the interference of man who spoiled it, and finally the theme of materialism. Characters. Laurence Sterne created several amazing characters. 3 of them are sentimental, and we have mentioned them before: Yorick, La Fleur, and Maria. In addition to the following characters: the poor monk, Father Lorenzo, Madame R, Madame Duel, a French captain, Count Duel, the fille de chambre, Duc de C, Count Duel, the fille de chambre, Duc de C, the pâté seller at Chevalier du Saint-Louis, the Count de B, the beggar asking for charity in the street, the family that consists of the gray-headed man, his wife, and 6 children, and finally the pretty lady who made a treaty of peace with Yorick and her fille de chambre. Plot. Plot is defined as the series of events or the order of events in a story. Actually, the plot of Laurence Sterne's novel, A Sentimental Journey, is not a regular one that follows the regular plot stages of exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. It has a fragmentary structure depending on a process of selection and elimination, selecting what makes his heart happy and eliminating what causes sadness and spleen. Purpose. The purpose or the moral lesson of Laurence Sterne's novel, A Sentimental Journey, is also not regular. He wrote it to invite us to love nature and our fellow creatures, to confess the weaknesses of our hearts, and to spy the nakedness of human hearts, in addition to learning or teaching his readers better manners. Finally, dear followers, if you want a detailed summary for the events of Laurence Sterne's novel, A Sentimental Journey, wait for me in my next video. And if you want to ask any question, please write it down in the comments below. Thank you and goodbye. If you admire our video, please click on like, subscribe, then activate the bell icon. Thank you, and we are waiting for your comments.